Good morning, good evening, good day. It's Tracy back from Macklin House. How are you all doing? Hope you're all doing fabulous. Today we're going to do another work in progress craft with me session, and we're working on our diamond paintings. So let's get down on the desk and begin. Here we go. Back on our cat. Now, first confession to make. I got bored and I done a little bit more in this section here. I continued and done some more of the pretty peachy colour and then flooded into his hat as well. So I've already started this area before I realised that actually I'm supposed to be saving it. Oopsie. So I stopped myself before finishing it off, which is always a good thing, I suppose. So here we go. Let me change glasses. How are you all doing this week? I've had a fun week this week. So I don't know if you've seen, but I got myself a little puppy, and she's a miniature dachshund, and she's called Daisy Duke. Do you remember the Dukes of Hazzard? Yeah. That's what she's from. And she's, at the moment, roaming around the study here, sort of biting and chewing everything. So you might hear her in the background. Hopefully she doesn't go too nutty. But if I have to break to go sort her out and beat her up a little bit, I will. I'm kidding. Beat her up. Let's get started. Gagging. I'm really enjoying this one. I tell you, I uploaded the last painting that I did, and it was Lady with the two pink owls. Oh, that has got to be my favourite. One of my favourites for quite a while now. I mean, I really loved doing the big one, the big what was it? It was like a forest section. It was quite long. I think it was 70 or 90 long. That's probably still my favourite, that one. And I haven't got it packaged up or anything. I haven't got it hanging up or anything yet, but I really would like to get that in a picture frame and hung up because I love that one. That's my favourite. But the pink eyes and the pink owls on the lady that I've just finished. Oh, yeah, I think that is running in a close second. Ouch! Hello, Daisy. She's now biting my slippers and my feet at the same time. But yeah, and it was such a nice one to do as well. The colours were good. Everything about it was good. It was good fun to do, and the picture ended up really pretty as well. And even though that's only like a size 40, I think I'm going to probably hang that one up too, because it's really nice. So here we are, carrying on. Stop it, Daisy. Go on, in your bed. You sit there. Little beast. I know it's going to be kind of hard work doing some videos with a new puppy around. No, it wasn't going to be completely easy going. But she might have to just get involved a little. Anyway, so what's happened this week? Oh, I'm so glad that after a couple of weeks of my heating being a pain in the ass, this week it's been working perfectly. I mean, touch wood on that it stays like that. That would be good. So that's all been good. I think most of it really this week has been sort of centred around the little poochie. Monty's not too impressed at the moment. But there again, Monty doesn't like anything new that comes into the house anyway. And so the dog is new, so Monty doesn't like it at the moment, but I'm sure he'll get used to her. but took the little pooch to the vets, and the vets weren't too happy with her, to be honest. They thought she was too skinny, and we couldn't do the jabs on her because she's too skinny, so the vet wants her to put on some weight. So she can't have her jabs or anything yet. So she's got to put on a good amount of weight, and I've got to go back in about 10 days' time. Hopefully she's put on enough weight by then that she can have her jabs. Now, I know that the food that the breeder was giving her, she must have thought she was eating it, but when I brought her home, I watched her with the food, and it looked like she was eating it. That pup's playing with a wire now. She's playing with a wire. Had to be firm with her then. Yep, I knew she was going to be hard work whilst doing a video. Puppy sorted for another couple of minutes anyway, at least. So, yeah, anyway, I noticed the way she was eating the food, she was taking it out of the bowl, but most of it she wasn't actually eating. She was just flicking it around and playing with it and stuff. Now, if that breeder wasn't taking a close enough attention, she might have thought that she was being fed and not. But you'd have thought she'd have still noticed just how skinny she was. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the breeder didn't particularly care. That's how it's coming across anyway, which is, you shouldn't really buy off of people like that. But I fell in love with the pup, so I couldn't leave her there. She had to come with me. So we're on a mission to fatten her up. She's got to get nice and chunky so that she can have her jabs. So the quicker she can have her jabs, oh, there's Nen, the quicker she can sort of go out and about and meet people and stuff, because she's a little bundle of energy. But yeah, I've just had to kick her out of the study for a little while because she was picking on the fan. But she's so good. During the day, she sort of runs to the kitchen and has a little pee on the puppy pad. Well, she manages to get her feet on the puppy pad, but the pee doesn't always end up on the puppy pad, but she gets close. Not too bad for a first timer. And I don't think this pup has ever seen carpet before, because she's fascinated with the carpet. She does little sausage rolls all over the carpet, and she sort of chews and scratches at the carpet a lot. I think it's like this novelty feeling for her. So the carpets might get a little bit destroyed over time. We'll see. That's fine. You've got to expect a little bit of that with a new puppy, haven't you? But she's so tiny. I think she only weighs, I think she weighed 1.7 kilo. Now, a 2.2 pound, is it, bag of sugar is 2 kilos. So she's like half a bag of sugar. So way too small at the moment. Very ribby. But we will chunk her up, hopefully. So that's Miss Daisy Duke. But she's settling in quite nicely, except for night times. Night times, not so easy. Put her to bed in the kitchen. She's got a big puppy pen, and she howls and barks all night. She'll howl and bark for about an hour, and then she has a 20-minute break, and then she starts howling and barking again. And it's like that all night. She doesn't stop. So I'm not sure. I'm trying not to give in, because obviously she is a new pup. But I'm not getting much sleep either. Yeah. And neither is she, which is not good either. But she's got huge separation anxiety for sure. I mean, she's absolutely happy as Larry all day with me as long as she's right beside me. She just doesn't want to be shut away. She doesn't want to be on her own at all. Which not pleasant for her, because obviously I have to go shopping and stuff, so she will get left on her own every now and then. I'm hoping she'll grow out of that a little bit. So that's Miss Daisy. Yes, she's gonna keep me a little bit occupied for a little while. But I will squeeze in what I can when I can. I mean, if she was sleepy enough, which she might be before the end of this, I can get her in her bed here, because that's what she has been doing. She's been curled up in a bed right beside me, which is adorable. It is cute. But she's full of beans at the moment, so yeah, no desk sitting at the moment. But lucky enough, one of my granddaughters is here, so she can chip in and play with her for an hour while I get some of this done. So she might join us by the end of it. Who knows? I'll have to bring her in just so that you get to see her, because she is super adorable. So, what else has been happening this week? That's pretty much it, really. I mean, I've got a complete diamond haul ready to go, which I might get done by towards the end of the week, the next diamond haul. And we've got another home decor haul that's building. I haven't got enough to do the haul yet, because to be honest, I haven't done that much shopping lately. A little preoccupied. But I'll try and add to that when I can. But the next crafty project I was thinking of doing is making some sort of dog toy box. So something just straightforward, because I do need a little dog toy box. So that might be the next thing I try and have a go at. I'm not sure what to make it out of yet. I might make it out of just a little cardboard box, because I know that the monthly craft company, their subscription box is a little purple box that could work. So I'm thinking I might nick that box and make it into Daisy's toy box. Just cover it with little daisies, I suppose. It really would make sense to cover it in daisies. But I don't know if it's big enough, so but I'll give that some thought. But that might be something that I might have a go at next. What I'm trying to do is play with some craft things that I've never played with before, so it's all new stuff. I don't want to be playing with stuff that I know how to do. I want to have a go at fresh stuff. I mean, some of it might turn out rubbish, who knows? But that's what I think, that's what craft's about, is just having a go. As long as you're enjoying it, it doesn't matter that much how it turns out, to be honest, does it? As long as you just got to like it at the end, that's all. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of a little toy box for the Poochie. Although it's cardboard, so she'll probably chew it to pieces. happened this week? Not a lot. My granddaughter's been here all week with me because it's been half term for the kids. So one of my granddaughters has been here hanging out with me all week. So we've been sitting watching some telly and stuff together. So I've tried to stay off of the computer a little bit this week. But they're all back to school soon. It's Saturday night now. And she's still here. She's going home tomorrow because she's got school on Monday. And then it'll be down to getting a routine in with me and Miss Daisy. It's all about the dog for a little while. She's ruling the house. To Monty's horror. Because every now and then he gets chased up the hallway by this little puppy. Oh, poor old Monts. So what have you guys been up to? I mean, the weather hasn't been that great this week either here. I mean, we've had wind and rain and it's been a bit miserable and cold. So hopefully it's nice where you guys are. Or nice-ish for this time of year. Okay, this is coming on a treat. Let's fill up the tray a bit. I'm liking this. I thought, you know, I might get a little bored because the colours are very similar. But so far, I'm not. I mean, I know it's early days. This is the beginning, so to speak. But you should see me because I was happily doing this like I am now. And then all of a sudden I thought, I'm supposed to be recording. This is supposed to be my whip. And then realised that actually I shouldn't be working on it at all. And then put it aside. And I genuinely just forgot. I came in here. I had half an hour to kill and I thought, let's do a bit of diamond painting. So I naturally took it because I hang it with one of these. I just peg it. And then I've got blue tack and I blue tack it to my wall beside the desk. And I just came in, took it down and started doing it. And I didn't even give it a thought about the weekly whip. Luckily, I didn't get too far into it. But yeah, I've done all of this here, all of that black area, and I think about that much of it, because this we'd already worked on. So, but all of this section here, I'd done without even realising that I shouldn't be doing it. Oh. Oopsie. Never mind. That's all good. And that's why I ended up getting out the pink owls and putting that on the table permanently so that I didn't go near this one by accident. I won't do it again, I don't think. Well, I might do it again. I'm going to try not to do it again. But hopefully you've got a nice cup of coffee and you're diamond painting with me. That'd be good. Okay, there we are. It is, I think it's about 9 o'clock at night, which normally the puppy starts winding down at this time of night, so I thought I might have a chance in in making the beginnings, or at least starting the video. But yeah, it seems like it came to life as soon as I came in here. Wasn't as sleepy as I thought she was. That's fine. So this will probably be a nice short whip and chat. And we'll try and stick to about an hour each time, I'm thinking. Because I'm enjoying the routine, would be good. To get into a nice routine of each week doing it. Because it also is good for me too to get into a routine. It definitely makes it more enjoyable for me when I know I've got to get certain things done on a certain day. That's good. So I'm going to stick with it because at first wasn't sure how it was going to go down. But I'm enjoying it. And I've had a few comments of others that have been enjoying it too. I mean, no, not hundreds, you know, that's fine too. But I'm enjoying doing it, so we're going to carry on. Definitely get to the end of this canvas, and then we'll have a chat about whether we pick another canvas and continue, or find something else to do. So we'll work that out at the end. But as soon as I love diamond painting so much, there's a good chance that it's going to continue. Oh, nearly knocked them all over the place then. I could do with another tray actually. No. I was just about to say I might look round for one, but then that would make me shop. And then other things, more diamond paintings will go in there. And no, it's got to stay away from the shopping at the moment. I'm trying to anyway. Just let the stuff that I have ordered come. And then there'll be a nice bit of a gap there's going to be then. Which is good. It'll give my bank balance a chance to recover as well. And then give me plenty of diamond painting time, which is what I want at the moment. Less shopping, more diamond painting. Nice. Oh, we got a nice sticky sound tonight. I love that sound. Some nights I sit here, I don't get any sound. It's weird. I really miss it as well when it's not there. But tonight it's got a nice good sticky sound. Well, it's very quiet in the front room, which is where my granddaughter is with the pup. So I'll go in and check on him in a minute, make sure she's not driving her crazy. And when she gets sleepy, I'll bring her in. Bring her back in here. I think she's trying to wear her out for the night. Right, any more ends? Oh, where did you come from? Oh, look, see? That's why I don't like leaning on diamonds that you've just done, because that can happen quite a bit, where your arm sort of pulls up a diamond, and that just did. It must have stuck to my arm. That's why I like to work from this side over so that my arms are on papers, not on the diamonds. But that's okay, it's because that's where I began, wasn't it, in that section. Okay, let's look for some more ends. Because this is, there's one. This is a little bit confetti-like, a little bit sort of, there's some, I've missed loads. I'm not a lover of the confetti side. Ooh. And of course it's quite late at night as well, so the old eyes are getting tired this time of night. Oh, there was a bug on my table then. Get off my table, bug. I haven't even had the windows open. It amazes me how they get in. How do you get in? Must come in with the cat. You know when you quickly open the door to let the cat in? I think all the bugs rush in at the same time. Right, any more ends? It doesn't matter how hard you look. There's always some, isn't there? Look, there's that bug. Hey. Ping! Just play table tennis with it. I don't want it to stick to my painting. Now, oh, there they are. There's the ends, I saw them. I might try and zoom in a little bit closer this time as well, to fill the screen with the diamond painting as much as possible. But I'm filming on my phone, so I can only zoom in as much as the phone allows me to zoom in. But we'll see how close I can get. Can you see any more ends? But there's always one or two, isn't there? You scan it and scan it and scan it. And then you do others and you think, oh look, there's an end. How did I not see that one? There's always one or two somewhere hiding. It's fine, we'll come back if we find them. So that's my ends. So I had to pick another diamond painting today, and I thought, oh, what diamond painting should I pick today? Because we're working on Temu Diamond Painting Haul 7, and let me show you. And in it was this diamond painting. So this is the next diamond painting I'm going to be working on. And I can't remember what we called this one. You can see that? It's like a pretty cottage with sort of very pixelated flowers. That's what it looks like to me when I look at it. Everything looks... I don't think this one's going to turn out nice at all, this one. But I'm going to do it and see how I go. But the more I look at it, it's going to be one of those you need to be far back away from. And it's quite confetti. There's not many letters the same next to each other. It's very speckled. But that's going to be the next one that I work on in my own time, off screen, in between my WIP. And I think that one is called Country Cottage, that one. And it was from Haul 7. But that's going to be my next one. But nowhere near like the pretty pink owls. That's definitely one of my top favourite ones so far. Even though it's only small, because that pink owl one is only 40 by 40 square it is. But it's just all the pretty colours, it's the pretty picture, and it's just turned out so well. I mean, let me get it. Here we go. I've got it. Here it is. I mean, look at that. Isn't it pretty? Isn't that pretty? I just love that. I love these, like, because there's just so many pairs of eyes looking at you. Ooh. I really thought it might lose a lot of the detail, because obviously 40 by 40 is still quite small. But yeah, I liked it. I liked doing it. I liked doing the skin tone, which makes me more excited, because in haul 8, I bought a black lady with some purple spiky nails. So I'm definitely gonna jump on that one. Probably one of the first of haul 8s that I do, because I'm thinking, because I've enjoyed doing the skin tone on this one, I'm going to enjoy doing the skin tone on that one as well. But yeah, I really love that one. I'm definitely going to glue that one up and hang it. I might put it in the magnetic hangers, just top and bottom, and put it in this room here. But it's super pretty. Love that one. Definitely a favourite. That's it. So this one always seems a little bit less interesting, because obviously it hasn't got vibrant pink everywhere. But I can't wait to get towards the cat area. The edges, I'm not a lover of these big old plain edges. But I really like the steampunky look on this one. But the pink owl girl, very, very nice. Gee, we're working on now. That was a lot, Trace. Don't normally put that amount in there. So yeah, I'm going to be working on the little country cottage one next. And yeah, that is nowhere near as good as the pink owls. And it looks confetti heavy. And the flowers look like they're going to be pixelated bushes with just little coloured dots on them. Yeah. It doesn't look anywhere near as interesting. But I will still do it. No guarantees I'll finish it, but I probably will, to be honest. I don't think there's many more in haul 7 to do. Haul 7 was the one where I got 2 custom diamond paintings done. One of my past little dog Jack, and there's a diamond painting of me and Mr. Monty. Ooh. They're in haul 7. I bought some yin yang coasters. They're also in haul 7. So they could be next as well. There's a few nice ones coming. But I know, because I had, do you remember Pastel Candy Girl? She was like a beach girl. And she had sort of pastel-y, wavy coloured hair. She kind of looked like a California beach girl to me. My granddaughter's nicked that one, so she's actually doing, I think she's doing that in the front room right now. So I won't be doing that one. Maddie's stolen that one. She's nicked that one. So that's one off. But as long as I don't leave any left behind, that's all I'm bothered about. I don't want a drawer of never done diamond paintings. Just got to make sure I'm picky with the ones that I choose. Because at first I think I was picking them purely because of their price. And thinking, oh wow, £2, I'll have that. Like you do. But if you don't enjoy doing it, that's not £2 well spent, is it? So if there's one there that's £5 and I love the picture more, I'm going to head for that one because I want to make sure I'm enjoying them more than the price. But hey, like a fiver. I mean, I was on the Diamond Art Club site again, having a nosy at, because when there's too much choice, I don't know if you're like me, but too much choice and I never know what one to pick. And I go round and round in circles because I think there's too much choice. And if the website doesn't separate the diamond paintings enough as well, you know, like in sections, I don't like wading through diamond paintings that I'm not interested in either. So I need to make sure, as for me, the site's got to have categories well sorted. And I think that's the only thing I didn't like on the Diamond Art Club site, is I was particularly looking for, say, people. And there wasn't a section for people. There was a section for like fantasy and animals and nature, but no people. So to find paintings that I'm interested in, I'd have to wade through a load of others that I'm not particularly interested in. So that's the only thing that I didn't like about the site. And the price, of course, because I looked at one of the paintings and I think it was a landscape. I mean, they're quite big as well. And not like these sort of 50 by 70s and things like that. But it was £68 for one diamond painting. That's a lot of money. That's a huge amount of money for one diamond painting, and that is too rich for me at the moment. That's not something that I can afford to do. So all I'm doing now is upping my game with what I'm picking through, whether it's Temu, Shein or AliExpress, whoever I buy them from. I'm not going for the bottom priced ones anymore. I'm going to make sure that I get ones slightly bigger, and they'll probably be slightly more expensive. But that's okay, because they're not going to be 68 quid, are they? So it still should be pretty good. Okay. Ooh, drop that one. Get in there. So Doggy's come back into the study and Maddie's come to retrieve her. Look, there she is. Say hi. Miss Daisy. Bye. Have fun, Mads. Puppy's escaping. Gosh. I don't know where I was now. The dog sort of took over my brain. I have no idea. Oh. No viewings again this week on the house front, so nothing's changed. I did go and view a house, which maybe I shouldn't, because it sort of gets my hopes up. But I want to be ready just in case someone comes along. But with the economy the way it is at the moment, I think a lot of the problem is a lot of the media, you know, they make people flap. Oh, this is going up and this is going up and everything is getting so expensive. And it makes everyone flap. Scaremongering it is. Because they make it sound dramatic. And something might have only gone up by £16 a year or something. And all right, it's £16 a year, but it is only £16 a year. It's not, you know, mega money, but they make it sound so dramatic when they talk about it. And it does, especially the older person, it makes them batten down the hatches and think, you know, not going nowhere. But, oh, that's got stuck. But yeah, so I went to look at this little house. It's a 4-bed house. It's way bigger than what I need, but it's in the right area. And I'd be able to separate craft room and recording room quite happily and still have a spare room for the grandkids. It would suit. So I went to look at that and yeah, I quite liked it. So I'm very keen for someone to come along now and buy mine so that I could put in on an offer on the one that I've just been to see. But it's not to be at the moment. So nothing other than that has changed this week as far as house is concerned. Other than that, I viewed one that I quite liked. So we'll have to wait for that. I might change estate agents, but I don't think, to be honest, that is going to make any difference at all by changing agents. Because I think all they do now is register your house on the 5 top house selling sites, and I think that's all they do. And so I think they all do the same thing. So I don't know whether changing estate agents will make any difference at all, but I'm getting that desperate now that I might try that very soon and just see if it makes any difference, because I'm kind of at the moment holding out hopes with the fact that it's the weather is grim and most people do like to look at houses etc in spring. So I'm banking on the fact that spring might bring a buyer. I'm going to be so gutted if we go all through summer and nothing happens. No, because I'd really like to I want to get out and play with some plants, do some gardening and enjoy a bit of sun outside. Get Puppy settled in a potty routine in the garden. There's loads of things that I want to achieve this year. So I'll be a little bit gutted if it doesn't happen for me this year. But it might not. I've got to face the fact that it might not happen. We'll see. It's either that or lowering the price. And to be honest, if I lower the price, I won't be able to afford the house that I want. And that's no good. No point in moving if I can't get the house I want. It's difficult when you're on your own making these decisions. There's no one really to sort of chat about it and discuss ideas with. It's just me. So it's, I don't know, I'm always a little bit nervous that I'm going to make the wrong choice, which it's easily done, isn't it? But I just got to go with my instincts. My instincts have been okay so far. So keep going, girl. Don't get despondent. Not yet, anyway. But that's the way I'm thinking, anyway. That's my thoughts, is change my agent and see if that gives it a fresh kick. That's what I'm probably going to do in the next couple of weeks. So that's house talked about. Now, there's not a lot else to chat about as far as I'm concerned. The rest of it will probably be waffle. That's all the news that I've got. I can see a cat hair or something here. So let's get that. Oh, it's not. It's one of mine. It's too big. It's not Monty's hair. It's my hair. Sorry, Monts. Yes, that's all my news. So the rest of it will be waffle. This is all right. I did like the little beady garland that I made, though. I actually enjoyed making that. I've never made a garland or anything like that before. And I didn't really know what I was doing. I had a basic idea of how to do it. It's kind of obvious when you think about it. A tassel each end and a string of beads. It's not rocket science. But I didn't really know exactly how to do it. But I worked it out, I think, in the end. I mean, it's not fabulous, but I think for my first attempt, it's not too bad. And it's still hanging on my mantelpiece in the front room. So it can't be that bad, otherwise I took it down. And I haven't yet. But if I think, oh, it's not that great, it's very cheap to take it apart and go again. Add some more beads or whatever. Not a problem. But I enjoyed making that. That was fun. Gonna have to do another one like that. I think the most fun that I used to have craft-wise was when we did sample making for Create and Craft TV. One of the companies that we used to do samples for was called Cutting Craftorium, and it's a digital SVG company. And so you'd have SVG files to put on a cutting machine, like a scan and, I've got a scan and cut, but like a Cricut, for instance. And then you'd build these 3D models. They were my favourites because I built a 3D model of an Eiffel Tower, and I've still got all of those USBs from Cutting Craftorium with all the digital SVGs on it, and I haven't built half of them. I could happily make my way through all of those. They would definitely be fun to work on. I love doing the 3D paperwork. And I also made some paper frames, coloured frames, stacking frames from my die cutting machine. And that could be a good one to do as well, actually, because all I did is I made some picture frames, just square picture frames, empty, and then layered 3 of them, 3 squares on top of each other, and then put some foamy flowers in it, and that made a really nice wall decoration on at the last house. I really fancy doing another one of those. That one would be nice to do. But I don't know if it's something you can craft along with me, because obviously these are specific files. I don't think Cutting Craft Orium do them anymore. I'll have to go and have a look on the website and see if they still sell the USBs, which I don't think they do. I know you can pick up the USBs from eBay and stuff, you know, where other people are selling them. But you won't be able to craft along with me if you can't get hold of the files. So I'm not sure what to do there. But I would really like to play with a few of those cutting files as well. That's my crafty ambitions. So I think we'll do one of those at one point soon. Of course, you've also got the Dreaming Tree. I've done 2 of the Dreaming Tree files and used them in the background here. One was a Hello Spring, I think it was, hat, like a top hat, and I think that was spring last year I done that. That turned out really nice. Of course, that's easily purchased as well from their site, from the Dreaming Tree. I think we might go that way because that might be the easiest way to do it. And of course, they post a video so that you can follow along and watch them make it as well, which is really nice. So we might pick one of those files and play with that craft as well. Do you like paper crafts? I love a bit of paper crafts. Diamond painting I love, but you have to store it somewhere. What I like about paper craft is I can have it, say, on the wall or on a shelf until I get bored of it. And once I get really bored with it, I can literally put it in the recycle bin because it's just paper. And I like that. I like the fact that I can swap it out with a new one and just change it and not feel guilty about changing the decor because it's just made of paper. And I don't know if you've seen, but I made out of grey board a set of little drawers that I use under my printer stand. I love making things like that out of the recycled card. That's probably my favourite thing to do. Oh look, I picked up 2. Ah, get off. Come here. And I think we're going to go for some sort of, I don't know, I fancy making some sort of little pixie house. So that might be one of my next projects. It'll either be a pixie house or a toy box for Daisy's toys. Maybe both, one after the other. Okay. This is coming along quite nicely, isn't it? Look. You know what's bugging me? I'm looking at this piece here. There's one purple R there, one there, one. What are they for? The odd purple splat of single purple. That bugs me. I always get so tempted to leave those ones out. Everything else is sort of black and brown, and then you get 1, 2, 3 purples. Oh, there's one up there as well, and here. Oh, and here. They're weird, aren't they? Dotted. And you think, Loads of times I get tempted to just block them out. Where are you? I can't find you. We're working on G's. I think they're all done down here now. I like this one because it's a nice amount of chunks of the same letter, not sporadic dotting, which is nice. I like putting the last little bits in, you know, like this little row of G where it finishes off that section. I love that. Love that. Saturday night and not a lot on the TV. Yeah. Hence why I'm in here. Talking to you guys. Do you have the same sort of trouble? I'm not sure why weekends on the telly has got so rubbish. Rubbish. It's getting proper late now. I think it's about 9:30. Oh, so the eyes are starting to get in a starting to get a little tired. And it's gone very quiet, so I don't know what Pup's up to. Not much playing going on, I don't think. I think Maddie was in there watching 911, which is our favourite show that we watch. Like watching a few of the firemen. I mean, come on, the firemen. Yeah, probably the favourite show at the moment is 911. I do like that, and I do like a bit of Chicago Fire as well. Oh, yes. Very nice. That little section. We're waiting for the next half of the season to continue. I think it's just started up back again in America, but we tend to have to wait a while for it to then filter down for us to view it. So that'd be good when that comes out. Watch a bit of that. Maddie watches them over and over. I can't do that. Because I think once I know what's going to happen, I don't really want to watch it again. Okay, G's. Let's just make sure I've got all my G's done. Looks like it. I know what I've got to do. Let's answer the questions that we got. Right. Let's say not now on that. Okay. Right, I wrote them down. And this was from the last chat that we had. Right, so questions. This was from Karen, and Karen's put, I really like your WIP and Chat. Question for next one. What kind of table do you diamond paint on? Some people use a drafting table. I haven't tried that myself. I tried the one Diamond Art Club, and to me the only difference was the canvas is a lot softer. I like the budget-friendly ones much better. Okay, so she's saying she has tried a Diamond Art one, and the canvas is softer. And that's the only difference. Oh, I'm quite surprised, you know, because I thought, you know, with the likes of the diamonds from Temu, sometimes they're not a consistent size. I mean, this one is not doing too bad because you can tell because the diamonds are sitting nice and snug next to each other. But sometimes I've had where a different colour is slightly different size and it shifts the patterns, you know, a little. So I really thought that Diamond Art Club would be maybe more severe on sizing, would be a good difference. And Karen's saying that she hasn't noticed that. She only noticed that the canvas is softer. Because, I mean, look at this one. You know, where it ripples, where I've tried to flatten it out. I mean, you can use magnets and magnet it down, which would help, or tape it to something, which would be even better. But of course, if the canvas was a little bit softer, you probably wouldn't suffer with so much warping like you do on these. I'm surprised that that's the only big difference, you know, because a lot of them are like 68 quid. And you'd think, all right, they're a lot bigger, so hence the 68 quid. But for that, I would expect more than just the canvas being a softer. I would expect, I don't know, better quality of the resin beads or something. So I'm surprised that that's the only difference that she found. So that I kind of like that, you know, in a way, because I'm thinking I'm not missing out from it. So, okay. Thank you, Karen, for letting us know that. I really like that. The fact that it's not that different. And her question was, what table do you paint on? Well, it's a standard desk. It is a standing desk, so you can raise the height of it and lower the height of it, etc. But it is a glass top, my desk. But I don't think that really makes any difference. To me, what makes the difference is my Caterpillar Glow, is this light board that makes the difference for me. I know I was thinking about looking at a drafting table, especially as they sort of tip, don't they? So that you're in a more of a easel sort of thing. But as you see, I like to leave the tray there. And if it's on an angle, I'm not sure holding it would be as much fun. I don't know. I'd like to try. I'd like to try a drafting table, that's for sure. If I had the money to try one, I absolutely 100% would. But no, I use a straightforward computer desk. It just happens to be an electric standing one. But there's nothing special about it for diamond painting, that's for sure. I think the only thing that makes my experience of diamond painting that little bit better is the size of this Caterpillar Glow. Is my light board is nice and big. And for me, who's got fairly dodgy eyes, the light bulb makes such a huge difference. It's expensive, but I knew it would be money well spent. And of course, I didn't buy this glow for diamond painting. I already had it. I bought it because the Caterpillar Glow comes with a cutting mat so that you can craft on it. And I thought at some point I could put glass on it, so therefore I could do painting on it as well. But I didn't actually get round to getting the toughened glass for it, which is why it's got little paint splats all over it now. But when I started diamond painting, I remembered that I had this glow mat and I thought, oh yes, that is going to make a mega difference. And it absolutely 100% does. For me personally, makes a huge amount of difference for me. So it's less about the table and more about the light board for me. And of course I've got a lamp to one side of me here as well, right here. And that glows down and shines on my diamond drills in my tray so I can see if they're the right way up or not. But I would love to try a drafting table, you know, Karen. Interesting. Because I know I've seen some. I think it was Ashley in one of hers that I saw. She's got two clips on the front edge here of her table so that she can keep the canvas rolled on it. That looks interesting too, especially if you're working on those big Diamond Art Club ones. I'd have thought you need to have something like that. because otherwise the roll is going to get in the way on a standard table. So you could look for those holders. I think there was only one site that did them, but I've not actually tried them, so I don't know if they 100% work. I know Ashley puts little bulldog clips on hers just to keep the diamond paintings on, so they're like little pipe holders. And she puts extra clips on the back to stop the paintings falling off. But yeah, if I got bigger paintings, I would definitely look into not so much getting a desk, but getting the roll holders for the front of the desk more than the actual table itself. But yeah, I'd love to try it using a drafting table, because funny enough, I did look on Temu and they had one that tipped, and I thought, oh, I wonder if that would be any good. So I don't know, and I don't know anyone who's using one either to ask them as to whether it was a good investment or not. But I do so many other things that a standard table is needed, because there's something sitting on my table all of the time. So I couldn't have a specific diamond painting table where only the diamond painting existed on. My table has to do lots of things. My table has to, I have to be able to do other craft on it and video edit and all sorts on mine. So it has to be multi-purpose. But let me know if you do go anywhere near a drafting table, because I would love to know. And Karen would like to know as well, what you've experienced with it, or whether it was a good investment or not. Who else we got? Okay, we got Sharon. Sharon in Denver. Lovely Sharon, where are you? She's got a couple of questions. She's got, the 2 kits I've done so far are round drills, and I remember you said in one haul that you especially love doing the square drills. Is there anything different to keep in mind when using the squares? Well, I don't think so. I've seen plenty of comments where people say when you're working on square drills, go all around the outside edge first and then work your way in. I've never done that. I think as long as if you zoom in on this one here, on this H, with the square diamonds, it draws a square around the character. And as long as you sit it boom, square on, the next one is going to sit right next to it, because you don't get any of these little gaps like here. Look at all the gaps in between the rounds. You don't get that with the squares. They naturally sit right bolt next to each other. But of course, when you're picking the square up, you have to turn your pen just a little bit so that you're lining it up, ready to plonk it down on your canvas. With a round one, it doesn't matter where you grab it, it's all going to just plonk on the letter. But with a square one, you turn your pen just a little to line it up square. But that's the only difference that I've seen, Sharon, so far. So I suppose it's a tiny bit slower, but I do love the way it covers the canvas completely. So that's the first one. What is it? She's put, is it harder to keep them all straight and lined up? I don't think so. I think maybe it's that little bit easier for me. When I look at my round ones, I can see, look, none of them are overly straight. And look, on these cheap paintings, you can still move them on the glue. The glue doesn't hold them tight, sort of thing. Hence why you have to seal them. So they're easily knocked out of line again. Look, that one moves quite easily, that one. But with square ones, where they sit right next to each other, they seem to hold each other nice and square as well. And I find lining it up, the straight lines become easier, not like the diamonds, the round ones. To me, they look so out of line. But I should imagine once you've done it, other people are not going to notice any of that. It's only because you're working out close to it that you're noticing it anyway. But no, I find the squares line up easier, personally. But it's one of those things that you should buy a small diamond painting and give it a go with the squares and see how you get on with it. But I like it. She's put, I don't really care about the round ones being perfect. No, me neither. Look, I'm the same. I'm just winging it. She says, but with squares that need to line up together, she's got visions of getting it all off kilter in no time and have them be all like wobbly lines or slanting all over the place. I don't think it does, you know, Sharon, because they put a physical square box around the character. It's so easy to see that if you're hitting the character square on or not, or whether you're going slightly offline. Because if you don't hit the character square on, you don't cover that square box. It's obvious that you're not going to get it in a line. So I don't know. I think it's the other way round for me. I find it easier, not harder. I did think that at first, that I thought maybe I was going to run out of space. That was what I thought I was going to do. I thought I was going to get to the last few diamonds and I wouldn't be able to fit them in because the squares have nicked too much room or something. But that didn't happen either for me. So, no, I'm thinking as long as you start off the first few and make sure you hit the squares dead on, that will probably keep it, all of them in line then. So, yeah, I don't think you should worry about that. I think you should go for a little square kit. Okay. Next question. Let's have a look, see what else is here. Question 2. She's put, do you use those sealers on your DPs when you're done? Or do you slide them into the pages of your book as is? I've seen them on Temu, but I haven't bought any. Now, when I've got my little portfolio, like, I would, even though I can see that they're easily moved and they could come out, but when they're going in a portfolio, I really don't bother to seal them. I've just been slotting them into my book, no problems at all. Any that I want to hang up, put in a picture frame, or any that are too big to go in my portfolios, I've got one that I've re-rolled and put back in its box. I do use sealer on those, because if a diamond comes loose and it's in the portfolio, it should stay in the pages of the portfolio and I can just glue it back in place. But if it's out of the frame, or it's getting touched, or it's a coaster or something like that, I would seal those. Now, I've used 2 or 3 different sealers from the Temu site. They all seem fairly similar to me. I've also used Mod Podge. That works just fine too. A PVA that dries clear works fine too. All it does is just glue the little pieces in place. Maybe I should glue one up or seal one up on video. Maybe we seal this one together at the end of the whip so that you can see how I do it. I mean, I don't do it very carefully, if you know what I mean. I just slap it on and paste it all over. So, yeah, Sharon, I don't seal the ones that go in my books, but I do seal the ones that I want to put in frames or hang on the wall. Or any that I think that are going to get touched lots, you know, like coasters and such things like that. I suppose some people would seal everyone, no matter where it's going. And if money wasn't an object, an issue, then I would seal every one. But at the moment, that's not what I've been doing. If they go in my book, I don't seal them. And if they're going to get touch slots or they're going in frames, I do seal them. So thank you, girls, for those couple of questions. So if you've got any questions for the next chat we do, just leave it in the comments and we'll run through the questions on the next chat. This is coming on nice. How's it looking through the lens to you? Is it looking good? I want to get that hat finished tonight. I want to get this all the U's done and get this hat finished. That would be nice. And then we'll call it quits at there. Because time is a ticking. Otherwise you're going to end up with like an hour and a half, 2-hour video. And I'm trying to stick to about an hour. And I'm going to do my best not to touch this when off cam. I totally forgot. Absolutely 100% forgot. I just picked it up and just started happily plonking diamonds on, and I completely forgot that I'm supposed to be videoing it. But I won't do that again. Because I was like, I was mortified that I'd done it. I was like, oh no. Oh well, I will. No big deal, really. So what ones are you working on? You working on any nice ones? I saw Sharon's last day on diamond painting. It was so cute. It looked like a fairy house. And they were, I think they were strawberries. It looked like a strawberry plant. Well, it was a tree. Because that's why at first I thought it was an apple tree. And then I thought, no, they're not apples, they're strawberries. So I'm thinking it was like a fairy or a pixie house. But it was cute. I liked it. It was very nice. But that's what's got me thinking of pixie houses, you know, for a crafting session. So I've got the urge now to make some sort of little pixie house. So I might have to get that out of my system. And if I'm going to build it, I might as well build it with you guys at the same time. Oh, this is going well. Plonking all these U's in. I can hear the cat is snoring. It's so cute when the cat snores. It's such a soft, gentle little... But he's making me feel a bit tired because I'm listening to him snoring in his tree. Oh. It's very quiet. I think Maddie's, my granddaughter, she's got the telly turned way down so that you guys don't hear it, which you shouldn't anyway. She's probably watching reruns of 911. Oh, there's one on its own. I just spotted one. Doop. There's another one. But yeah, I loved that one, Sharon. What are you working on next? The little pixie house was cute. going towards the end of the use. Get another drink. Come on. Okay, that's that little hat section done. So we've got this little group here. I can hear little puppy feet. Yep, little pups back. Oh, hello, Mads.
Hi.
Are you watching 911?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What episode are you on now?
Season 2, episode 3.
She's already watched them all. She's just going through them again whilst we're waiting for the next half of the... What season are we waiting for to finish?
Season 8.
Yes. Because they got to episode 8, didn't they? And it went on hiatus for a little while. But we're gagging for the rest of that. But Mad's rewatching from season 1 again. Oh, I can't do that so much. Although I do like the pilot episode with the baby in the pipe. One of my favourites, Mads. Is Puppy behaving? Yeah. Hello. Hello, Puppy. You're such a good girl. Right, let me get a drink. Okay. Back, had a drink. And we've got Miss Daisy here. It's nap time, so we've tucked her up and put her in her bed. And she's on the desk with us as well. So Miss Daisy has joined us. It's nap time. Okay, where was I? We're looking for yous, aren't we? So I've been squashed over into this part of the desk now. Yous. I think I've done all the yous. Let's have a look. Yes, nice. What are we on to next now? Let's do K. I think we're going to do K next. Pour them out. Right, yeah. La la. K. I do like to put my pots where I can see them, so it reminds me what I'm working on all the time. Okay, on to the K's. Here we go. See how long Miss Daisy gives us while she's asleep. Normally when she gets in her bed and she goes here, I get about 3/4 of an hour of her napping. So she'll probably stay like that for the rest of the chat now. She's had her mad hour. Okay. Okay. In we go there. Oh, this is trotting along quite nicely. Plonk, plonk, plonk. There. That's nice. Alright, so what else can we talk about now? Trying to think what I've seen this week as well. You know, not a lot this week that I've been watching either, you know, on YouTube or anything. I haven't even played many games this week either. I've been pretty much dog focused this week. We've been in and out shopping quite a bit. Mostly for the dog. But this is going nice. I'm definitely going to make a pixie house though. That's a definite. coming up, I'm thinking, because the more I'm thinking about it, that's what's running through my head at the moment, is what type of pixie house I want to make, and do I want to make it for spring or anything, because I've just started to sort of decorate my shelves up a little bit with Easter stuff. Well, I don't know when Easter is. I know it's the next holiday coming up for us here. I mean, how can you not like a bit of Easter? Not just for the spiritual side of it, but hey, chocolate eggs. What's not to love? Yeah. But I might make my pixie house more spring rather than Easter. So I might do a spring one. Put some spring flowers on it and stuff. Cute. I've got an urge as well to make some foam flowers and some frames to go on the wall. So there's a few things that are rattling around my head as to what I want to get made over the next month. If you want to join me on those, that'd be brilliant. This is nice. I can hear Maddie diamond painting now because I can hear her shaking the tray. Doing this. It does give me the urge though. When I see somebody else diamond painting, all I want to do is go and do mine. Makes me want to have a go. And I think we've just given the bug to Maddie. Gosh, look how quickly that this has happened. It's nearly finished. Look, this section. It feels like I've been chatting for like half an hour. I don't know how long I've been chatting because I don't have a timer running. So I can't physically see the time going by. But looking at the diamond painting, I've only got all the blue section here to do. And most of the other section's done. So it must have been way more than half an hour. But it only feels like half an hour. It's weird. How long do you think I've been doing it, Mads?
About an hour.
Do you think it's an hour already? I need to stop talking and get it done then because I want to get this section finished for this hour. Stop chatting, Chase, and get the H's out. Right, we're going to do H next. Have you started your diamond painting? Yeah. I thought so. I heard the tray rattle. Mads is doing the Candy Girl one, aren't you, Mads? Yeah, let's have a look at yours, Mads. We'll have a look at Maddie's diamond painting. I'm trying to get this section done for this chat. So there's me saying it's only going to be an hour or less, and we'll probably go over the hour. Typical. Let's have a look at yours, Mads. So this is Candy Girl. And I can't remember what hall this come from. It might have been hall 6 from what I can remember. Can you see her? Yeah, you can. Dog's not taking up all of the desk yet. Are you enjoying this one, Mads?
Yeah.
That's nice. It's nice and close. The diamonds are nicely squashed together. That's nice. I've got a few of my paintings where they're not sitting as close as that. I've got big gaps, you know. But that's come out well. What do you think? Look at Maddie's diamond painting. Well done, Mads. It looks nice. Mads likes to leave the big sheet on and just flap it over on Maddie's. I like that one, Mads. I love the colours on that one. You're doing well on that one.
Yeah.
You remember the sloth? Sloth took you ages to do, didn't it? And now this one rattling it off, no problem now. Her first one took months. Nice. Good job, Mads. I like that one. I like the pretty pastel colours on it. It's very nice. Right, so I'm now picking up the pace because I've realised that we're probably going to bust the hour. And I want to get this section done. H's. Let's plonk these H's out. H. In my head, H. Okay, this one. This one. If there's one or two little bits, I will not be able to leave them. I'm gonna want to get them done. Okay, that's the H's, I think. Now we'll do D's. We're nearly there on this big section. And then next week we'll do that one. And it'll be one square and we'll see exactly how long it takes then. That'll be a good tester. Where did I put the lid? Oh, there it is. There it is. D. Oh, it's not many. Look at that. Is that for the whole painting? Can't be many of these to do then. But yeah, if the dog gets any bigger, it won't be able to fit on the desk. Look at it. It's nicking most of the desk space now. So that's G, that's P. That's not lined up very well, so I'll have to oh, it's that one underneath that's not lined up. P's. There's D. Oh. But I'm forever moving these about anyway. I think that's why I'm not so precious about them when I first put them down, because I know I'm going to move them. Oh, there's one. There's not many of these D's. These are sort of sporadic little ones dotted around. Oh, there's K's. How did I miss them? See? How did I miss them? It's so annoying when you miss them. I think that's it for the D's. There's really not many there. Done. Lovely. Lovely. What's next? Let's do those P's up there out of the way. Save the nice yummy blue to work on. Right, now I know this one is not lined up properly. So I want to get that corner. That one and that one. I'll move the papers around next time. But that's the corner done. Let's get these P's in here. Ooh, get on. Get on. Oh, I got another pen. Diamond pen for the next tool. It's more like the quick sticky pickup tools instead, so I don't know if that's going to be better or not, but I thought I'll give it a go, and if I don't like it I can always use it for in the crafting anyway, for when you want to pick up like little gems. I think that's it for the P's. Yep. Look, there's a H. I missed that H. So I'm interested to try the new pen. That's waiting on the horn. What one should we do next? Should we do E? Let's do the E's. Give it a little shake. This is like Air Force blue. In you go. On his hat. little top hat. Pretty. And we've got one down there and one here. Where else? Okay. Is there any other crafty things you guys are going to have a go at? I tried crochet once, you know. Once. For some reason, I couldn't get on with it. I mean, I can knit. I have to do a refresher every time I go to try it again. You know, looking at somebody else do a knit, and then I can carry on. It's not my thing though, knitting and crochet, and I know some people can get obsessed with it. Sitting there and they do it without thinking. I can't do it without thinking. It doesn't come natural to me, the knitting and crocheting. I have tried it. I did like a bit of jewellery making at one stage, but as the eyes have got bad, I can't really do it as much now. The enjoyment's gone out of it for me, which I find that a lot with quite a few crafts. I have to be careful of, if it's too much detail, I'm not going to enjoy it because I'm not going to be able to see the detail very much. Not going to be able to achieve a good finish on some things. But this, it suits. Because I really thought, you know, I held off trying to diamond paint for ages because I think I knew that I'd get addicted to it. So I kept ignoring it. And I was chatting to a few people in the comments section on some of the hauls I was doing about diamond painting. And I kept saying, you know, oh, it's a great craft, but I really don't want to do it. Because I knew I'd get stuckered into it. And yeah, here I am. But I really thought it wouldn't be a good hobby for somebody with bad eyes. And funnily enough, it's fine. I've worked out how it suits me, you know, with the extra lights, and I use my little magnifying glasses that I've got on from Temu, or you could use like reading glasses so that I can see a bit clearer, and I can happily do it. I can achieve it. I was quite surprised because at first I didn't have like a lamp or the light board, and I tried diamond painting with my standard glasses as well, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is not easy. And I thought, this is not fun because it was taking too much time and effort to plonk a diamond in the right place. But once I got the light board and I use a bright lamp on my desk as well, and realised that you can diamond paint with bad eyes, I think that's what did it for me. That's how it grabbed me, this craft, because it's something that I can easily achieve. Whether the lines are dead straight or not, I'm not overly bothered about. I'm achieving a nice picture at the end of it, and that's what makes the difference for me. And I'm still crafting. This is all good. There's a lot of crafts out there I can't do anymore. Wish I could. You know, a lot of the detail crafts. I used to like some of the detailed paper crafting, but I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. The eyes are not there. So you've got to adapt, haven't you? Find a way that works for you, or find a different version of that hobby, which is what I did with the paper crafting. I went on to die cutting. Well, that makes life a lot easier, and the SVG files, the digital crafting side of it. Oh, I've put one that's got trash on it. I hate the ones that got like extra bits of trash on it. Look, you see that it's got like little points either side. Get off. Where was that from? There. This is near the end of his little hat. I like the blue. Oh, didn't even have a diamond on the end of my pen then. Just tried stabbing it anyway. I lose all concepts of time when I'm diamond painting as well, and I'm desperately trying to stay with it, but I have, you know, I've got no idea. I don't know how long we've been sitting here chatting. I haven't got a clue. Really must get a clock. Okay, on to A's. Let's put the O's away and get the A's out. Oh, what a nice turquoise colour the A is. It's a fab colour. It reminds me of Tiffany. It's like a Tiffany turquoise. Very pretty. Oh, we've not had a peep out of the pup. Look, she's Sparker in her bed. Is she good? Oh, look, there's two joined together there. We'll throw them aside. But this turquoise is pretty. Plonk. One in there and one in there. Okay. You don't see it as much once it blends in. So we got these weird R's, purple R's that, yeah, I've missed a few K's. So let's do the K's first. Well, we're nearly there. How's it looking? Is it looking all right? Oh, drop one. Let's get that. So let's fill in the K's. We only need like 4 of those. Doesn't look anything like the colour on the canvas. The canvas looks like a green and the actual diamond looks brown. Oh, missed one. There, plonk. So we've got a W there. We've got a H here. Oh, and there's a G. How did I miss that little G all on there? So we've got a H, G, W. It's like H.G. Wells. H.G.W. Let's get them in. H first. Was it just one H? Yeah. There's one H. And that was here. There's a G down the bottom. There's the G. And we've got, oh, the W's there. That's black. There we go. Right, what have we got left now? Just the purple R's. I'm going to put them in. Because look, there's literally only a few in the whole kit, so. Are they like a plum colour? Not as purple as you think. Especially when you plonk it in, you don't notice it as much. That one, and there's one down there. Is that the last one? Is that it? See, there's a few quite gappy. Oh, there's one. Right in the middle. Block. Okay, there we have it. Let's put those R's back. And we're at the end of this week's chat. This week's hangout. Donk. Let's put that way. Okay. That's turning out quite nicely. Look at that. I loved doing the blues. I'm going to love doing the blue kitty, that's for sure. But that's quite nice. What do you think of that so far? Nice. Looks like I've started doing this. See, I've got to move this over. For some reason, I was going to include that by the looks of it because there's one odd bead there, but that needs moving over. We know this one needs moving over. And I want to line it up with that one. That's a bit better. Okay. I'm happier with that. Oh, that's the wax. Okay. So that's this week's chat. Not much went on this week. It's all about the pups, as you can see here. Look, let me uncover her so you can see her. Look at her. Let's bring her in a shot a little bit more. This is Miss Daisy. Hello, Miss Daisy. And as you can see, when it's sleepy times, nothing really disturbs Miss Daisy when it's sleepy time. Isn't it, Miss Daisy? So, I'm going to go sort Miss Daisy out here because she might need a piddle. It might be piddle time. And go and get a nice cup of coffee, I think, and go and hang out with Maddie. So thank you so much for joining me this week for our little chat. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you so much. So be good, take care and look after yourself. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Bye. Say bye, Daisy.